witch. This'll fix her. You suppose she's inside? Maybe. Maybe she's watching us right now. What if she's out here someplace? Jiggers, here she comes. Oh, it's only Ken McLaughlin.
Hi, what are you doing?
Waiting for the witch. You want to join us?
Oh, that's no fun. Besides, who says she's a witch?
Everybody says so. Boy, she's plenty spooky. Never talking to nobody. Of course, if you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Then why don't you get down from Flicka? Oh, come on, Tuck. He is too scared. I don't see any sense in it. Aw. Hey, the door's open. Let's go inside and spy around. He's probably off someplace. Come on. Boy, she sure keeps it dark in here. That proves she's a witch. They're afraid of light. That's silly. What's that? Look.
What are you boys doing here? Get out.
Fix you for this. If I catch you around here again,
Old witch, you lost your broom in the foot of the moon. Old witch, you lost your broom in the foot of the moon.
Ken! You boys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Ken, I'm surprised at you. You better go on home now.
All right, Mom. She's just an old witch.
I'd like to apologize for...
By golly, Ken, I think you're going to catch it for good this time.
I guess you're right, Gus.
I heard the missus tell the captain something about some kind of itch.
Yeah, the woman in the old house on Gopher Hill.
You think for sure she's a witch?
I'm not sure what a witch is, but she's spooky enough to be anything.
You did not let her look you in the eye, did you?
No, I don't think so. Why, Gus?
Because you have to watch out for the evil eye. Back home in the old country in my village when I was a boy, there was an old woman. And everybody said... There's the captain.
Ken, come on in the barn and give me a hand, will you? I want to move some hay.
Sure, Dad.
Can I help?
No, thanks. Ken and I can do it.
Where do we begin, Dad?
Right here. Sit down, son. That was a pretty silly thing you kids did today. Tormenting that woman.
I suppose it was. But gee, all the fellas think she's a witch.
Is that what you think?
I don't know. She dresses so funny. And she lives all alone in that spooky old house.
Many years ago, right in this country, people did some terrible things. They stoned women and burned them at the stake just because they were different. Said they were witches.
Were they?
Of course not. There's no such thing. Those crimes were committed against innocent people.
Gosh, that's awful.
And I suppose there are people who think we're strange, just because we don't act the same way they do.
I never thought of that.
Most folks are pretty much the same. They just want to get along, be friends.
You know, Dad, maybe nobody ever really tried to be friendly with Mrs. Recluse. Maybe that's what's wrong with her.
I'd better be getting back to the house.
Dad? Well, what about the hay?
What hay?
Didn't you want it moved?
Let her keep. I figure we've done enough work for one day.
You know something, Flicka? My dad's an awful smart man. Mom? Mom?
Yes, dear?
I was wondering, could I have one of those pies?
A whole one?
I thought that maybe I could take one to Mrs. Recluse.
All right. I'll get you something to carry it in. Let's see now. This looks like a nice one. There. I hope Mrs. Recluse will enjoy it.
Thanks, Mom.
They just do not like it
Don't like what, Gus?
for you to go near that old woman.
Oh, she's all right, Gus. There's no such thing as witches. Never have been.
I don't know about that. Anyway, you do Gus a favor.
Sure.
You take this fit, you.
What is it?
That's an amulet.
Doesn't look much like an omelet to me.
No. Amulet, not amulet. That's a charm, so that witches cannot put a spell on you.
Oh, I don't need that, Gus. Dad says...
No. You take it. Just to make sure.
Maybe we should come back some other day, Flicka. Mrs. Recluse,
Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?
but I came here to give you something.
I don't want anything. Go away. You hurt him. You hurt him again. Go back to your stall. I will take care of you later.
David, my poor David. Oh, I knew I shouldn't let you ride today. But you'll be all right. Mother will take care of you. You've come back. That's the important thing. Don't be afraid. This won't hurt you. There now. Doesn't that feel better?
It's fine.
You know what I'm making? Viennese chocolate. Remember how you used to drink it? I never could make enough.
If you don't mind, I'd rather not have any.
That Empress. I should never have let you ride her.
Empress?
I am going to have to get rid of her.
Get rid of her?
She looks gentle, but she is mean. Tomorrow, when you are on your feet, we will start practice again. But not with Empress. I don't trust her. Your chocolate, it is beginning to boil.
Knuckles good as new.
I must have skinned him when I fell. I was so scared I didn't even notice.
You say she was stirring a big black kettle?
Sure, like in the stories. And it was all smoking and bubbling.
Son, you remember what we talked about this afternoon, about the witches and all?
Sure I remember, Dad. And I don't really think she's a witch. At least I don't think I think so.
Of course she isn't. And I'm sure she was happy you came by.
Well, yeah, she was. She said I'd been away a long time.
Well, that's odd.
And a couple of times she called me David.
She called you David?
And she said that Flicka's name was Empress, and that Empress was mean.
Now, son, I think it'd be a good idea if you stayed away from there for a while.
All right, Dad.
Now, suppose you put Flicka up for the night.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Odd that she should mistake Ken for somebody else.
Won't you sit down? I will make you some tea.
Oh, please don't bother. I understand my son has paid you a visit.
Your son? You must be mistaken. No one has been here but David.
Who is David?
My son. He has been away for quite some time.
Is he here now?
Oh. You know how boys like to wander, but he always returns. I am not worried. He will come back.
Is this David?
It was taken some time ago. He has changed now.
Is he a circus entertainer, too?
Oh, he was practically born in the saddle. But I don't trust his horse. I have tried to convince him that Empress is dangerous.
Has Has Empress ever hurt him?
Hurt him? I remember the last time he roared. I remember. I wish you would change your mind about the tea. I would like to offer my first guest some refreshment.
I think perhaps I will. Thank you.
I will be right back. Then you can tell me about your son.
Please don't hurry.
It's all right, Flicka. Nobody's gonna hurt you, not while I'm around.
I beg your pardon. Are you Mrs. McLaughlin?
Oh, yes. You must be Mr. Frederick.
That's right.
Welcome to Cooley Springs.
I'm happy to be here. I can't tell you how much your telegram meant to me. Could be the end of a 3-year search.
I hope Mrs. Raker's the woman you're looking for. My carriage is over here.
Her disappearance was a great tragedy and a deep personal loss.
Mr. Frederick, I think there's something you should know about. I think you'll find her changed.
I kind of expected that. She suffered a great shock when our boy was killed.
David was killed?
Then she told you about him?
No. But it explains a great many things. What happened?
It was while they were performing. Somebody in the audience threw a bottle, hit David's horse, the animal bolted. The boy was thrown.
Oh, how terrible. Then she disappeared?
Yes. Somehow she blamed herself for David's death. Felt she could have saved him if she'd acted fast enough.
You can tell me about it on the way. I do hope you can help her. I'll stay here.
Yeah, perhaps that would be best. Hello, Myra.
Those little devils. See what they have done?
It's me, dear. George.
George? What is it you want? Who are you?
Don't you recognize me, Myra?
I don't know any George. Go away. Please leave me alone.
And a jolly good morning to you. Ken!
What's up, Gus?
It's Flicka. She's gone.
What could have happened to her?
Don't know. Maybe somebody take her.
Gus, look.
Hey, golly. the bicycle if that old woman. Maybe she take Flicka.
I've got to get over there. I don't care whether she's a witch or not. She can't take Flicka. Tell Dad where I've gone, Gus.
Yeah, I tell him you better hurry.
What did you do with my horse? Where is she?
I had to take her away from you, David. It's for your own good.
Where is she?
I've got a surprise for you. A wonderful, gentle, new horse. We'll train her together.
I don't want another horse. I want Flicka.
She won't harm you again.
What do you mean? That's Flicka. Flicka! Oh, Flicka, I'm so glad you're all right.
You love her, don't you?
Sure, more than anything. I always have.
I know. Are you angry with me for taking her away?
No, Mrs. Reka. I'm not angry. I guess you thought you were doing me a favor.
But the bay I have got for you.
You still don't trust Flicka, do you?
Maybe I remember something about your horse that you don't know.
I don't think so, Mrs. Reka. You see, I've raised Flicka from a colt. She'd never hurt me. You watch. See how she obeys.
Be careful, David.
Back, Flicka. Back. 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 What do you know about that? He said he wouldn't go near the old witch. Yeah, they're real friendly. Old witch, old witch! You leave her alone. She's not an old witch. That's what you say. She put a spell on you.
Are you all right?
Sure, Dad. I'm all right.
I saved him. I saved him.
I want to thank you, Mrs. Reka, but I wasn't in danger. Not on Flicka.
You're not really my David.
No, ma'am. I'm Ken McLaughlin.
Myra,
Yes, George.
It just came in the mail with free tickets to the circus.
Myra the Great.
Seems to me she's doing all right for a witch.
Oh, I never really believed that witch story, Dad. Not really.
I found this on your dresser. Looks like a charm.
That couldn't be to keep the witches away, could it?
Mine all right. I guess I'll throw it away.
I think you better keep it. It's a pretty good reminder how wrong we can be, judging folks by the way they look.
Come on, you two. If we're going to the circus, we better get started.